YouTube, Twitch, MFFLs. What's good, everybody? It is the duo back once again here with We Talk Mavs on the Glow Sun Sports Channel on YouTube and Glow Sun Productions on Twitch. I'd like to welcome y'all to another one. Of course, y'all know Dallas wins big tonight, 104 to nice. What was the score?
104 to
All right, no, I'm sorry,
82.
103 to 84.
103.
103 to
Yep.
84. Big win for the Mavericks tonight. Of course, they played the Oklahoma City Thunder. I am your boy Real. I got my co-host King. What's good, man?
What up? Not much. Good to see a W finally.
Oh yeah, man. It's always good to see a W, man. Too many L's. We take we cherish the W's when we can get them. Uh,
Yes, sir.
in this video, guys, or should I say on this show, what we usually do is we give our overall reaction of the game, give our positives, our negatives, and then we give a game ball at the end of the video. No matter if we win or lose, we give out a game ball, and we also take your questions and your comments, and we address them at the end of the show just to help the show flow a little better. So, with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. King, give me your overall reaction of the tonight's game.
Man, that's how I feel. Um, no offense, still nothing to be seen. Kristaps Porzingis didn't really give us a lot. He struggled a little bit. JB got it going. JB, Mr. Reliable, second best play on the team. And Moses Brown was released finally on his former team. I know a lot of folks are going to say it was maybe the worst team in the NBA, but I asked those same folks, would Dwight Powell or Willie Cauley-Stein do the same thing? So if your answer is no, this is definitely a thumbs up for Moses Brown. I feel like he's getting more comfortable in the system. I think, like I said, J Kidd is giving him more time now, a little bit more minutes. And I think Mark Harper said on the broadcast that Willie Cauley may have to watch out if he's available again because we don't know if he's going to be able to take those minutes away from Moses right now. Moses is the big thumbs up right now for these Mavericks. And JB is Mr. Consistent. Still looking for Tim Hardaway. I don't know where he is. The lookouts for him.
I was checking the milk carton this morning. They put a missing report out on him, so we'll
Put
find
one
out.
out on him. And then he's starting to become Mr. Over exaggerating, I feel like, with these fake little bumps and bruises and all. But he's not missing any time. So I'm not
Uh,
mad at him. But it just seems like every game it's like, oh man, come on, Tim, you're going down. But yeah, man. Mavericks beat a bad team. They beat them handily. So that was a good thing. Almost by 20 points. The defense still like A1. Our defense is doing its thing, but this offense, I mean, still not a doesn't look like a great team or anything like that. This wasn't like one of those excellent performances all around the board or anything. So as you see, we shot 42%. I see the bottom of the screen, 27 from three. Nothing to be excited about.
yeah, the defense showed up, but not a lot of offensive weapons for OKC. Shea Gildress had 18. I guess you could say they did a good job on Shea.
Hmm.
He didn't go off in this game. Shea is struggling this year on his threes, man. I don't know if you noticed that
Yeah,
during the broadcast. They kind of brought that up. Um, he did a lot of contested threes. He started to add like a little step back three to his arsenal. Just wasn't falling for him, which it was beneficial for us because I think if he had hit his shots because he was dropping to the basket, like he was getting
yeah.
in, to the paint like at will. You know what I mean,
Hmm.
without anybody stopping him. Um, like you said, man, Moses Brown. I think Willie need to go ahead and pack his bags. I think he's gonna be gone. Um, we did just hear news that I think it was it December 15th, which is gonna be Wednesday,
Hmm.
that players who signed contracts this year are going to be able to get moved in a trade now going into the rest of the season. So I know Willie didn't just sign his contract or whatever, but Willie might be getting moved. I think so. I really believe he will get moved.
Hmm.
Um, you said KP, man. Yeah, I've talked about KP before, man. The dude is, oh man. Like I said, I'm tired of making excuses for KP, man. He is what he is. Like you said, he's not a number two. Feel like he ain't even a number three. You know what I'm saying? Just not consistent enough, man. Just don't have any grind in on no dog, none of that, man. So I just kind of get tired of talking about KP. But like you said, this is an overall good win for the Mavericks. Um, I'm kind of disappointed that we still aren't playing Frank Ntilikina enough.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Um, I don't know. I feel like, man, they're playing Josh because of what Desmond Bain kind of said after that game
Mm-hmm.
he lost to Memphis,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. I feel well. I will give you this. Josh's defense looks solid. He does look
Mm-hmm.
like a solid defender. He hit his first three of the season today, which is crazy. I know he didn't get a lot of playing time at all this year, but he hit his first three of the season. The two young energy guys and Moses Brown and Josh Green brought a lot of energy to the team. A lot, much needed. Jalen showed up. He was quiet in the first half, but then kind of turned it up in the second half, especially in the third quarter. I think he scored like 12 points in the third quarter. Um, what else? Let's see, what else I miss on there? I think that's probably about it, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's simple.
yeah, simple. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to run home and tell your moms or nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Screaming from the rooftops. It was a game that you were supposed to win. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And so that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and just like, oh my god, we gotta win. I'm out here on social media screaming, yeah, go Mavs, or we going to the championship or nothing. You supposed to win this game.
Yep.
But with no Luke, even with no Luca, it should not have been a problem. So
Mm-hmm.
that's that part. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. What were your positive takeaways from this game?
Um, I'm gonna go with Moses Brown as number one. Uh, Moses Brown is getting. I'm just appreciating every minute he's playing right now. He shows you, I guess, the potential that P word, what he could be, and what Willie and Dwight Powell are missing. I think. So he's the big thing. JB is just JB. Mr. Consistent, man. Like JB is, if he's not a number two, JB is a number three. Like JB is that guy. It's the
Yeah,
issue with Kristaps Porzingis. Not to get negative again, is that it's so hard. It's just so hard for him to get his buckets. It's like no matter who it is, it's never really a mismatch, even though it should be. But JB did his thing. Um, as you say, Moses Brown, Josh Green, man. I'm actually excited that Josh Green is getting minutes. I know it's at the expense of Frank. I wish they could find a way to still get Frank involved, maybe take away Trey Burke's minutes a little bit. Um, but I like Josh Green getting minutes. I think Josh Green has ability. I've always said he may be the second best passer on his team. You see when he got caught under the rim and he like bullied
yeah,
a pass always to the 3 point line and all. Yeah,
yeah.
he has ability. The thing is that he just sometimes isn't aggressive as far as scoring, but he has a little athleticism and all. So I think that if you stay with it and you give him time where he's actually playing in the NBA against NBA players consistently and maybe start knocking down shots, he'll start doing it on a regular. So Josh Green playing is a positive, Moses is a positive, and JB. They're my three big positives. Other than I'm sorry, Maxi Kleber was amazing this game. Driving to the rim, layups. I think he had maybe like 4 or 5 layups. Like Maxi Kleber was doing something special today, and I appreciated him for it. Other than that, that's about it.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Maxie had 16 today. Moses, I think we might go ahead and turn this from We Talk Mavs to We Talk Moses, man, because Moses is doing his thing. It feel like you said, seems like he's starting to get a little bit more comfortable, man. He seems to be getting better in each game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, he had 15, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I really wanted Moses to be the lead scorer in this game, man. I
I
really
did
did.
too.
But shout out to Jalen, man. Jalen was the lead scorer. He had 18, man. As a matter of fact, Jalen had 18 and 9, bro.
Yeah, he almost had 10. He was sitting on 9 for a second.
Yeah, yeah, he had 9 rebounds. He was hitting the boards today. Um, let's see, Moses. Let's see, Moses had 6 boards, but it was his energy and him being his defense too, man. Like he's being a disruptor around the paint. I mean, around the rim too, man. That's what we've been needing. He blocked a couple of straight up shots. I think he had one, block from the weak side. So he's starting to take to what Tyson Chandler's been kind of teaching him or whatever and implement it in the game. I don't know if you saw that one part, man. It showed where he is talking back there too. He's
Yeah,
talking.
you could hear
Like,
him talking. He was
yeah,
directing
you
it
hear him
all.
talking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
that Tyson Chandler, bro. It's that Tyson
Uh-huh.
Chandler. Um, Another positive for me, man. Nah, okay, I'm going. Trey Burke, he did his thing. Like Trey Burke is starting to become like very just solid. He's not bad. He's not great. He's very solid. You know what I'm saying? Like he's coming in. Okay, Trey Burke, you doing your thing. We not gonna get on you about anything. You're solid. Like you said, Maxi Kleber, I got to give him his props. I can't wait to get into some negatives, man. I got one negative I want to get on. But yeah, I really want to see Frank play more, man. If we can find a way to get Frank to play more, because I'm trying to see who they would take minutes from. Because it's not like Frank is playing bad. It's not like he
No,
played bad. You know what I'm saying?
no.
Because that
It's
game, the
Trey.
last game he played, the actual game he actually played in was that Brooklyn game. He did real good on James
James
Harden.
Harden.
Yeah. So that's what I was confused on. Like, I mean, like you said this before, and it makes sense. I'm just trying to find a way to sneak him in there some kind of way. But we do have too many wings and too many guards, you know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of hard to fit those minutes in. And I think that's one reason why they've kind of benched Sterling Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they benched him for the reason because we really don't have any room. You know what I'm saying? And so because they benched him, that was a way to get Josh Green in. And it's like, dang, if you get hurt, you're gonna lose your spot. Frank
Basically,
Ntilikina. You know what I'm saying?
Frank
Because
did the
like he
same
got
thing.
hurt and just never got his spot back.
Trey Burke
So,
took
yeah,
it from there.
yeah. So, but yeah, not like I said, those are just a few of the positives, man. Did you want to go ahead and start getting into these negatives? You got some negatives you want to get into, man?
I'm gonna let you go first. I'm excited to hear it.
Okay, so I'm to the point now, like the White Powell still cannot shoot. If I see this dude do another pump fake as if he gonna fake somebody, bro, you're not faking nobody out with that weak pump fake, bro. We all know you can't shoot. We all know you can't shoot. Why are you still doing the pump fake? Nobody falling for it. And it's just like when he's on the court, it's pretty much 4-on-5 because, like I've said this a million times, we already know what you're going to do. You're not going to face the floor with your shooting or anything like that, bro. You're only a rim runner. And so if you notice, whenever there was a two-man game between Jalen and Dwight or Luka and Dwight, it's getting harder for those guys to get their shot off in the paint because they're playing Dwight for the role. So it's making it harder for those guys. So they got to float it from like 17 feet out. And that makes it harder for those guys. And so, like, I just feel like, man, we're to the point now, they need to go ahead and just start Moses.
Yes.
Just go ahead and start Moses. Like, I don't understand why we still playing with the Dwight Powell. Like, the White Powell must got something on Mark Cuban, bro, or something. Because that's the only thing I can think of the reason why he letting this dude continue to keep playing, bro. It's just like, no, man, no. Like, just, I don't know. Another negative, bro. Like you brought it up. KP. Let's just stop calling him a number 2. Can we do that?
I'm down.
Okay, good. No more number 2 KP. No more
I'm
number
down.
2 KP. Jalen is number 2. And I need the Mavericks to realize he's the number 2. You know what I'm saying? Because KP is the kind of player you can't create for yourself, which makes it harder for you to get yours. Because when people set you up, like I don't care what that number they showed at the beginning before the game, the KP's post up, percentages and all that stuff. I don't care about that, bro. Us looking at the game, we can see that KP struggles when he posts up.
Yep.
Like you saw him trying to back down whoever was guarding him, and they just kept pushing him further and further out to the point like he went from like at the elbow being about 7 feet out to where he's trying to drive, and they're constantly pushing him out further and further to you about 15 to 16 feet out.
Yep.
And so, yeah. Just stop calling KP number 2, man. Stop calling him a number 2. You're not a number 2. You're not consistent enough to be a number 2, and you don't have that dog in you to be a number 2. Like when games like this, when Luka is not playing, bro, this should be your time to shine. And like
Does
I
K?
said, Jalen did his thing today. He carried this team, bro. He was very patient and he
Mhm.
picked his spots and he picked them at the right times. Like I said, quiet fourth quarter. I mean, first half, he was setting everybody up. Then you saw what he did in the third quarter. It just took off. And
Mhm.
then when he took off, that's when the team took off.
Does KP skip leg day?
Bro, I
Like he talks about lifting all the time, and I'm like, does he do legs? Is he afraid to work on his legs?
whenever we see him doing showing those workout pictures or whatever, you only see the arms.
Yeah, he never does anything. Like I'm like, if he just builds his core
Yeah,
and his like lower body, because you see Boban, and when Boban is out there, you can't. He stands in a place and no one's moving him. KP goes out there and stands in a place, and it's like a piece of paper, and they're just pushing him. So I don't know. My
what negatives? What negatives
you
you
want me to go
got?
to my negatives? I'll take it. Stay with KP. We other than that, we can go to. I mean, Dorian Finney-Smith didn't really do much, but his offense is a lot of a product of Luka. So when Luka's not out there, it's harder for him to play, I guess.
He had 8, 6, and 5.
He had what was he 2 of 5? He was 3 of like 10 from the field, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, and he was 2 for 5 from three. Made his two threes, but he's three. He took a bunch of shots where he shouldn't have took. I felt like. So I mean,
yeah.
numbers. He did the rest of the stuff. I just meant the offensive numbers. Um, and then who else? Reggie Bullock is just him. Tim Hardaway Jr. Timmy is just Tim Hardaway Jr. right now. I'm at a point where I feel like he and Kristaps Porzingis should probably just be traded. Like to just maybe just start rebuilding and maybe use that to actually give Jalen Brunson a contract, and
Yeah.
then, but Jalen Brunson would have to start. Then would you be okay with Jalen Brunson starting?
Yeah. Did you see
Okay,
his numbers when he starts compared to when he came
I'm
off the bench?
I'm fine. People always talk
He's
about the
averaging
defense
over
and all.
21 points a game, bro, when he starts.
They talk about the
Yeah,
defense with
I
him
would
and Luke
start.
out there, but I'm fine with him starting. I think he's good enough where he can play, and I think JB's an underrated a defender, I should say. I think he's decent at defense, and then also he's like a pest, like JJ Barea used to be, where he gets those offensive fouls underneath you and all. So I'm fine with
He got
JB
a strong
starting over
body
Luka.
too.
Yeah, exactly. And with Luka being a big guard, that kind of makes up with him and JB can play off each other. They don't have to play the point guard position. Luka can really be like the two guard. But I'm fine with JB starting. I think the other two guys should be gone if we could trade them just for anybody for picks. If we can get expiring contracts and picks back, I'd take it for Tim Hardaway and Kristaps Porzingis right now. They just need to. It isn't working, and they're too important of pieces on the board to not be able to do what we want them to do.
Right.
So you have to get rid of them. At some point, you have to say this just isn't working, and those guys just aren't consistent enough. They aren't reliable to get you what you need. So, what did Tim go? Did Tim even get 10 points today?
Tim Tim has 6 points.
Yep, that's all I got to say about that one. He go back to
Moses Brown and Maxi Kleber outperformed KP and Tim.
yep.
Matter of fact, Moses almost had as many points as Tim and KP combined. Moses had 15, Tim and KP had 19. Yep.
I
Like
think Moses Brown could be like a third best player on the team. I think
I said,
I'm dead serious. I think Moses. You see the little moves he got and all. If Moses Brown, because he runs,
hey, I was
it's
just about to
because he
bring that up. Boy, he was down
moves.
there looking like Kareem down there, bro. I'm like,
Yeah,
ooh, Moses.
it,
Okay,
it's be
okay.
it's because he moves. Like
Yeah,
Moses, Mark Harper said it as well. He's a student of the game. So him constantly moving, he has things that he's good at. You can see his niches. He can rebound, he can block the ball, and he runs. So
yeah,
running will get you playing with a great point guard, gonna get you easy buckets. Look at DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan was an all-star multiple times and a first team all NBA player because he played with Chris Paul. Chris Paul made him look great. So with a guy like Luca around, I think Moses Brown has the potential because he runs, he jumps, he
mhm,
defends, and all that. He can be one of those guys that's like a decent player in the league, a top 10 center in the NBA. He could be that type of dude. I think he has a type of talent. But with JB and Luca, I don't know if those three are your guys, but You got to start planning this team a different way. I feel like that. Maybe start going to Moses a little bit. Like start going to other guys, seeing who are the other guys and who can fill that role that you're looking for. What you have right now. It ain't
Mhm.
KP. It ain't Tim Hardaway Jr. So stop it. Like let them just fall back. It's okay. Give the other guys a chance now. It's about that time, I think. And I'm hoping J Kid does it. It looked like I said, Moses Brown is getting his chances. I don't know how long J Kid can go with Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't know if he can sit him because he just got that contract, but Tim Hardaway Jr. is not doing anything for this Mav team at all. Anything.
Man, you know what's funny too? In a game like this, you would think that KP and Tim would have big games.
Hmm.
Like, how do you not have a big game against Oklahoma City? You see what I'm saying? It's like I said, it's the same song and dance, man. These are supposed to be your this right here, like we said before, Mark Cuban. You see this right here. These two are your number two and number three options right here,
Yep.
and they don't even show up against Oklahoma City, probably the worst team in the league right now. And it's
Hmm.
just like, bro, come on, man. And like I said, when Luca not there, that's your time to shine. That's your
Yep.
time to shine. You can't shine against this team. Like, nah, yeah, I'm with you, man. If we can throw them two in a package together, man, yeah,
Send him
that's
back to the
how I feel,
Knicks.
bro. But yeah, any other negatives you got on this one, man?
Not really. As I said, it was a man. The game was just blah. It was they were supposed to win. They got there 100 points, luckily, because other guys stepped up. Like I said, luckily we had Moses Brown. We had like a big three going on between Jalen, Moses, and Maxi Kleber. So they were able to get their points. They did their thing, but it wasn't like
Mhm.
they didn't show off. This wasn't like a all-time Mav performers or anything like that. Just OKC
Right.
was just not good. Excuse me, Shea was the best player. He only got 18, and then the rest of the team wasn't good at all, and we just beat them. So we got a win we were supposed to get. We got a win we had to get, and does that mean I think we can beat the Hornets tomorrow? Like, is that a guaranteed victory? No, not at all.
I'm not
Uh,
going. Hey, I'm not going that far. I'm not going that far.
there we go. So
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into the game balls, then, man. Who you giving the game ball to?
game ball is going to Moses Brown. I'm gonna give it to him. I've been holding off for the past couple episodes or
I'm gonna
shows, I
start
should
calling
say.
this the Moses Brown Award, bro. That's what we're gonna start calling
Yeah,
it.
since we started, it's been his basically.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
really
that.
has. It really has.
They need to bring that belt back. What happened to the defensive player of the game belt
Oh
from
yeah,
last
yeah,
year?
yeah. That one happened. I guess that was Rick's thing. I guess when Rick left, he
Maybe
took it
they
with him.
just.
I guess.
But yeah, Moses Brown gets this. Moses Brown is just energy, man. Like Moses Brown, just he's bringing an excitement to the center position for us that we haven't had in a while. So it's just watching him and seeing, the potential is just awesome. So I'm hoping they stay with him. I hope they, the rest of the Mavs embrace him as much as it looks like they do. And
Yeah,
let's just keep riding the Moses Brown train, man. I said it before. This toxic Mavericks fans, they all said Moses Brown before, and look at Moses Brown. So they told us he wasn't ready. They said he raw. They said the White Powell and Willie Cauley Stein was cooked or something. So I don't know, but Moses Brown gets mine.
well, I guess since you gave it to Moses, I give it to the other consistent guy on this team. I give it to Jalen Brown. I say Jalen Brown, Jalen Brunson. I wish we had this. I wish we did have Jalen Brown. No, I give it to Jalen Brunson, man. Like I said, first half he had 4 points. He took over in the third quarter. Ended up being the leading scorer of the game, man. He finished. I think he had four. He had 14 in the second half, but he got most of it in the third. Really didn't have to do much in the fourth because we already pulled off about that time. Um, like I said, man, with Jalen, if there's a way that Dallas can keep Jalen and just get rid of the other guys, I'm down for it because Jalen is very solid. If he can start, that'll be a nice thing too. I would love to see Jalen start, bro.
Hmm.
Like I said, dude averages over 21 points a game starting, and so you put him alongside Luca. That's that second ball handler. I guess we need um, for this team or whatever. And that way too, man. Like if you want to do that, you can start Jalen Brunson with Luca. Then that way you can give Frank his minutes back. That way you can
Uh-huh.
bring Frank and Trey together on that off that second unit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Probably play Tim at the three or whatever on that second
Uh-huh.
unit. That way,
Mm-hmm.
all everybody can get their time or whatever. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, I'd love to see Jalen and Luca start
That's
together, man.
that's an awesome idea, what you just said, because we already seen from Frank that he can play off the ball with another guard when he played with Jalen
Yeah,
Brunson off the bench. So
yeah.
that Trey Burke, Frank Miller, that's a good call. I like that. Well, Tim
That
Hardaway, the
way
three
you
playing in the second
also
unit.
too, and also too, you have two ball handlers at all times,
Uh-huh. I
guard
like
and
that.
coming off the bench.
I like
You
that.
see, you see the way Frank is playing. You see the way Trey Burke is playing. That
Hmm.
way you have those two. Like I said, you have two ball handlers at all
I
times,
like it. I
and
like
all
it.
those guys will get their minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And Moses starts, and him and I guess Dwight Powell your backup, or what we gonna do about that? We gonna let Boban
we
play? Gonna have
right now we don't have a choice on that because, like you said before, we only got like two centers, so it really don't have a choice. It's gonna have to be Dwight. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But yeah, I would love to see because Dwight. It's not in his case. It's not like one of those cases where it's like, oh, he performs better when he starts compared to coming off the bench. Like, bro, he is what he is, regardless of when if he starts or he don't start. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
Is he okay as a bench guy though? Would you take what he gives to you as a bench guy, as a bench player?
That's what I'm
If he
saying. Like,
made less.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, he is not the kind of player. It's like, oh, okay. Like we said with Jalen. Jalen puts up numbers when he starts compared to when he come off the bench. Dwight is
Mhm.
what he is, starting or not starting. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to really make a difference if he starts or not. And
That's what I'm
so,
saying. He's just on your bench unit. He's just on your bench unit giving you minutes with your bench. So
yeah.
he'll back up center.
Because matter of fact, Dwight, I don't even know if he how many minutes did he play tonight? See, he only played 12 minutes. Dwight's not playing a lot of minutes. If you notice that,
That's what I'm saying.
they're not
Between
playing a
moving
lot of
KP
minutes.
at the five and then Moses playing the five, because KP still gonna play the five throughout the game as well. So the White Power just be your backup center. If you want to
But,
give him don't the thing that sucks, he makes too much money, but as far as his position, that's the position you got to have him at. Especially if Mark Cuban loves him and wants to keep him, you got to be a backup center. And that's fine. If Moses gives us something at the center position, I'm fine with the White Power playing 12 minutes a game. I'm okay with that.
yeah, because I kind of noticed that the last game, it looks like they're cutting down the White's minutes a little bit.
Hmm.
They took him out early in this game, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, of course they took him out because of the contact or whatever. But I mean, like, then he kind of took him out again, like real quick, and then they put Moses in. Because matter of fact, yeah, see, Moses played 20 minutes.
Uh-huh.
See
I
what I'm
told you they're
saying?
ramping the minutes up.
As a matter of fact, didn't you call that? You said let Moses play about 20, 25 minutes in the last video. So
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's what they doing, man. Like, just go ahead and let him. He's doing what we been begging for them to have at the center, but like you said, at the center position, bro. Some kind of energy, disrupting thing. Like you could tell, like you said, he's getting better at each game. They're increasing his minutes each game, and that's only
Yep.
going to be a huge, confidence booster for him. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm down for it, man. Like I said, like I said, you already paying him more minutes than Dwight already. Why don't you go ahead and start him over Dwight?
He's 21, man.
He a
He
baby, man.
21.
He a baby.
Yeah, like if he gonna become something, he can still become something with the Mavs. Like he's 21. He's
Hey,
right now 21, and I feel like he's better than our other two centers. So let him develop.
do you think he kind of has the projection of what's the center's name in New York? Robertson. What's the first name?
Mitchell Robinson.
Thank you, Mitchell Robertson. You think he got that projection? Because remember when
I think
Mitchell Robinson came in, he was raw.
yeah, Mitchell Robinson. I feel like Mitchell Robinson is gonna be better defensively than Moses is, just based off of the way he can move. Like, so Moses isn't like a high leap or anything. He just is. He just moves and on. He's long,
You
so he
long,
doesn't
yeah.
like get up and like up high on people and all. That's Mitchell Robinson thing. I feel like Moses though has more of the potential to have like moves and like score a little better than Mitchell Robinson, though. So I don't know. I think either way though, it's a good question to have, and I just think Moses Brown is better than Dwight Powell and Willie Cauley-Stein. Like,
Oh yeah,
I really
listen.
think he is.
If you told me today they got rid of these two guys to get Moses more time, I'm not losing no sleep, bro. Matter of fact, I might celebrate
Yeah.
and go give me one of these cakes or this spot I know. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Because I listen. He should be starting over Dwight. Like we said, you already getting more minutes. Go ahead and start him. Play
Yeah.
Dwight sparingly, just kind of get his young man some rest or whatever, and just let him play the
Hmm.
bulk of the minutes. Because I like him out there with KP compared, to the White out there with KP because KP
Uh
not
huh.
rebounding. So you're gonna have this dude
Uh
right
huh.
here who's a better rebounder to me. I don't know about anybody else, but to
He
me, he's
is.
a better rebounder. You know what I'm saying? He
He is.
showed
If
that in the last 3 games he played in, and he's a better rebounder.
he he's the answer at the five, if you want to play KP at the four.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
the answer at the five. If you want to
That's
put
what I'm
KP at
saying.
the
Like,
four
I'd
and you
rather
want a
him play out
natural
there with
center,
KP than Dwight Powell play with KP.
yep,
Cause then you got
absolutely.
two guys that ain't gonna rebound. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Uh
not saying
huh.
that I'm not saying Moses Brown is Andre Drummond on the boards and nothing, but I mean in the limited time that you're giving this dude, he's been a solid rebounder.
I think he can be. I think he can be. I think Moses Brown could be one of the leading rebounders in the NBA.
I
I think
mean, hey,
Moses Brown that good.
he had something that KP, the White, and Willie ain't had, and that's a 20 rebound game. He had two
Yeah.
of them. So
Uh huh.
you know what I'm
That's what
saying?
I think. I think that's his niche. I think his. You can see it. He's a rebounder. His rebounding is because of his length. He's just one of those guys who's just always gonna have hands in the by the
Yeah,
ball because he moves so much. Like for him to
yeah,
be that tall, he's quick, he's fast. He's usually the first guy down the court every time, and they can throw it up to him. Like it's just about him consistently finishing at the rim and all. But that's what time. If you over time, he gets to do that over and over again. It'll be something easy to him. I really think Moses Brown has the potential to be somebody where it's like I'm not saying he's like an all-star, but I think he's a Maverick player that the Mavericks respect. The Mavs fans are like, yeah, man, he gives us what we need and all, like
oh,
a
they already
JJ
do that.
Barea, Jason Terry, exactly. And I think he can do
Did
that for
you did
like
you
a
hear what Mark
consistent
Hollowell said
basis.
during the game? He
No,
talking
what
about
did he
Matt
say?
Twitter love Moses Brown, which I said that before too. They love Moses
Oh,
Brown, man.
yes, yes, absolutely. And when we toxic, we're toxic.
Yeah, we're toxic. We're toxic. Yeah, yeah. We nothing but negative
We
and
called
toxic.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we've been
So
calling for this dude to get some playing time, and look what happened.
my
He been the
question
best
for you
center.
about it though,
What's up?
the do you think that they're doing these moves because of the fans? Do you because Mark Cuban, it doesn't seem like he's going to listen to us. So it doesn't seem like he's doing it because of the fans. Or do
Mm.
you think Jason Kidd is actually like seeing that something is wrong and is willing to make the moves?
I think for Kid, I think it's more like he's just trying to throw something on the wall to see if it sticks. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
so he's just trying to mix and match and see what rotation is gonna work, what players are gonna be gonna be consistent enough. Because we already know that everybody on the team not gonna be super consistent. Like who's
Mhm.
gonna be as close to consistent on this team? And I think that with Moses, I it was kind of like at first it was like, man, we throwing you in there because we need some size. To now it's like, oh okay, like he looked like he got a little something, man. And he has something that other people are not bringing. Like we said before, you're not bringing any energy to the game,
Mhm.
and him being young and like I said, he's implementing a lot of what Tyson Chandler is teaching him, and he's also I don't know if you heard, he's been staying like after the games working on his game practice
Uh-huh.
too. They said he's been like the last one, like him and Boban are the last two to leave the building after practice. And I know
Yep.
Jason Kidd and them see that. Then they see his progression during the games, and it's like, look,
Mhm.
we got to get this young dude some playing time, man. And so with that, just like his progression, you see his minutes starting to increase. Because
Yep.
last game he played 15 minutes. Today he played 20. And so
Mhm.
I just feel like I said, if I would start him, if you're gonna give him starter type of minutes, because 20 has to start at starter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once you're stuck in the 20,
Yeah, about 20 as started minutes. So if you're gonna play him 20 minutes and Dwight Powell 12, the next step is for you to just go ahead and start.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you have
Yeah.
to lose?
That's true.
But
it's a good problem to have. It's just I just wish they would have went to it earlier. That's what we all wish. Like we watched the White Powell and Willie Cauley just be trash on the court this whole time
I
in
think with that,
Axville.
bro, I think it was more of comfortability. Like they were comfortable with Willie and Dwight. They didn't know what they had in Moses
Moses.
because they knew he was still raw. They just didn't know
Hmm.
what he was capable of doing at that time. So that's probably why they didn't play him like that. Of course, it's easy for us to sit at home and say, "Oh, play Moses." We don't know his progression and how his growth and all that stuff. Yeah, we know he's working with Tyson Chandler, but you working with Tyson Chandler for like a few weeks doesn't mean also like, you know what, I got it now. I'm an all-star center now. Like that's not how that works. It's still gonna take
Hmm.
time for him to kind of grow because we saw that in the first game he actually did play with us. He kind of looked a little lost out there and all this old stuff. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this. Like, look, I'm not gonna bash him. We want to see you grow, learn from what they're teaching you, and implement it in the games. And like I said, with each game he's played in, he's starting to show that.
He's getting better.
And with that
Hmm.
being shown, you're staying at the practice, you're staying after the games, you're asking a
Hmm.
lot of questions. You're like a sponge. You're absorbing, like Derek Harper said. You're you know a student of the game. All that
Student
stuff,
of the
man.
game.
So now your minutes are starting to go up, and with your minutes going up, your production is starting to show with those minutes. And so, like I said, it's all steps. It's all steps. Now, like I
He,
said, the
he,
next step is gonna be him starting.
I'm starting. Yep. He's making a what? He's making $500,000 a year.
I want to say a million and some change, like 1.2, I
Million and
believe.
change.
Yeah,
Mm, that's incredible, man.
yeah.
That's so that's one of those they didn't want him. Like the Mavs act like they go behind and once things are successful and all, Mark Cuban acts like, he made the move and he wanted it so much. He gonna play like he did. They said that Mark Cuban didn't even want Luca. That story got out there that he wanted actually what's his name? Marvin Bagley. They wanted
Oh
Marvin
my
Bagley.
God.
Yeah. Dallas wanted Marvin Bagley, but he got drafted ahead of him. Yep.
Now you see what I'm saying? That's what we talked about in the last video. That you think he's smarter. Donnie's been scouting foreign players as long as he's been in the NBA with his father. Like I said, he
Hmm.
found Dirk, he found Giannis, he found Luca. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And you think that you know more than this guy when it comes to scouting? If look, we said this before. If Donnie told me he found somebody on Pluto, I'm listening.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like anybody, any foreign player, Donnie, who you got now? Oh, okay, bring him on in. I don't want to hear you say you got faith and you see something in all that. Bring him on in, bro. I'm not gonna ask no questions because you already showed you have a track record of scouting these foreign players. Because a lot of front office execs don't like going overseas like that. They try to keep it here in the United
Uh-huh.
States. There's a very few select like Greg Popovich and them, of course Donnie, guys like that.
Hmm.
The Raptors organization, they like to, they'll go over there and put the due diligence in scouting these players overseas, and it's shown. You know what I'm
But
saying?
not Vlade Divac, and he from overseas.
Oh my God, we brought up Vladi. Hey, you need to be
You
thanking
think
Vladi. You need to be doing thank
I
Vladi
know.
for Luca for his
We all need to be
food.
thinking
We
thank
got
you for
Luca.
Marvin Bagley.
Yeah,
But you think Donnie getting another job?
I would. I think he will, man. Like I said, man. If seeing what we see and knowing what we know, it
Uh-huh.
wasn't Donnie, bro. It wasn't Donnie.
Nah.
It's all Mark Cuban because it's still the same
Mark.
thing is still happening with Donnie and him gone. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So Donnie got us Luca, so you good with me. You got us. You helped your dad scout Dirk, and you got us Luca. You found
Yeah.
you were trying your best to get us Giannis.
You get us Giannis. Yep.
You tried to get us Giannis, and your boss stepped in with like, "No, I want Dwight and Dwight Powell. I mean Dwight Howard, not Powell, Dwight Howard." And you saw what
No, he wanted
that.
Powell.
Yeah,
He wanted Powell. We got it wrong. See, the media got it wrong. They thought it was Howard. He wanted Powell.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. But yeah, man, that's gonna probably do it for us, y'all, man. We've been ranting over here. Hope y'all guys enjoyed. We like thank y'all for rocking with us on this late night tip here on the We Talk Mavs show on the Glow Sun Sports channel on YouTube and on Glow Sun
Yes, sir.
Productions on Twitch. Listen, guys, if you are enjoying this content, if you love us talking about the Mavs, do us a huge favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you like what you guys are viewing here, guys, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button too, man? That'll help out the channel a lot. We're still trying to grow our channel, guys. Mad fans, please help us out here, man. We're all on the same team here. We all love the Mavs just like you guys. Let's just go ahead and just help us grow this channel, man, and we can bring more content just like this, and you guys can join along on our journey and help us with our growth. I mean, wouldn't it be cool to say that, man? When we if we get to a certain point, it's like, yo, I knew those guys before they got to that point. You know what I mean? That'd be cool to kind of claim, you know.
Share.
Yes,
Share this everywhere.
and share.
Everywhere.
Please share. Um, the next game is going to be tomorrow against the Charlotte Hornets, so we're going to probably have another video around this time again tomorrow night. So look forward to that. And with that being said, guys, it is your boy Rail, and I got my co-host King. And we
Whatever.
will holler at y'all, man,
Peace.
on tomorrow at about 9:30, 9:45. So go ahead and look for that, guys, and we'll see y'all again soon.